As the political campaign drew to a close, the votes cast turnout was up, with 64.9% of the electorate heading out to the polling stations yesterday. Battle-weary candidates running for the Inverness, Nairn, Badenoch and Strathspey constituency took a back seat as the ballot boxes rolled in. Papers checked and counted, and then checked and counted again. In the end, it was Nick Clegg's right-hand man, Danny Alexander, who retained his seat, which he originally won from Labour back in 2005, and this time with an increased majority, securing 19,172 votes.
I'd like to start by thanking the returning officer and all the staff who've worked here at the count tonight, and also all the staff who manned the polling stations for many long hours today. Thank you for all your hard work ensuring this has been such a smooth and well-organised process this evening. Thanks also to the police and the staff here at Inverness Leisure. I'd also like to thank the other candidates in this election for the very positive spirit in which this campaign was conducted. I think it was a campaign that once again did the Highlands credit. And I would very much like to thank my own campaign team, and particularly my wonderful agent, Fraser Grieve, who's done an absolutely superb job. But most of all, I'd like to thank the people of Inverness, Nairn, Badenoch and Strathspey. It was a huge honour and privilege to be elected and to serve as the Member of Parliament for this constituency for the last 5 years, and it's an even greater honour and privilege to be re-elected with an increased majority. I'm very grateful for that, and I look forward to working hard over the next few years, over the next Parliament, to work just as hard for the people of this constituency as I have over the last 5 years. The values we campaigned on, the values of fairness and of tolerance, are values I think that have resonance in this community. It's been a very good campaign for the Liberal Democrats, both locally and nationally. The picture emerging nationally is one that is very mixed at the moment, but whatever happens, we will continue to work as hard as we can, whatever the result, for the fairness that we've campaigned for in this election, for the 4 steps to fairness that we've set out in our manifesto on taxation, on the economy, on education and on cleaning up politics, most importantly of all. But thank you very much indeed to the people of this constituency for their support, and I look forward to serving you as your MP for the next 5 years. Thank you.
Labour's Mike Robb took second place with 10,407 votes.
I'd like to echo all those same thanks as my other fellow candidates, but just to make one or two myself, I'd like to certainly thank my first-time agent Andrew for all the effort he's put into this over the last few weeks, and the rest of the team around me, and of course my wife Gwen, who's probably not seen very much of me for the last 12 months. Thank you very much indeed. I would like to congratulate Danny on his clear win. But I'd also like to thank the 10,400 folk in this constituency who voted Labour on this occasion and made me so welcome as their candidate. Thank you very much.
The SNP's John Finney took third place with a majority of 8,803 votes.
I'd like to add my thanks to the various staff, both at the polling booths here, Highland Council's excellent staff, Mr Dodds and his team, Mr Bruce, the police for their excellent work, and to congratulate Danny. The people have made a very clear choice, and we'll all support that. I'd like to thank the members of the party who have helped. I'd like to thank the many volunteers who are not members of the party who have helped. I'd particularly like to thank my councillor colleagues. I'd like to thank, and I'm sure I'm going to forget someone, but I'd like to thank also my wife, my organiser, John Robertson, and my agent, Councillor Pauline Munro, who's done an excellent job. Thank you all.
Jim Ferguson from the Conservative Party took 6,278 votes.
I'd like to congratulate Danny Alexander on a good win. I'd like to thank my election agent, chairman, wife, family and all the people who voted for me. I'm delighted to increase the Conservative vote by almost 2,500 votes. We'll be in the fight again next time. Thank you very much.
Donald Boyd from the Christian Party took 835 votes.
Mr Returning Officer, on behalf of the Scottish Christian Party, I would like to thank you and your staff for your efficient and very helpful advice given to us as a new party fighting the general election here. I'd like to thank my own team, my wife and family for what they put up with, and would like to thank those voters who would like to see a Christian voice being articulated in public life. And that is what we aim for, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we'll continue, by God's help, to seek for the future. Thank you very much.
The Green Party's Donny MacLeod took 789 votes.
Well, they've all been thanked so far, so I won't bore you with all the thanks, but congratulations, Danny, and you owe me a fiver, because I told you you would win by that much. But tonight, it's been a really great bit of news for the future of politics in Britain, is that it looks as if the Green Party have made a breakthrough by actually getting their first MP in Brighton. And against a system that is biased against the small parties, I think that now we have representation from the Greens at Westminster, in Holyrood, and at local councils. So bring it on now. The Greens are on their way. Thank you.
Ross Durrance of the UK Independence Party took 574 votes.
I would just like to congratulate Dan Alexander and thank all the staff here and the police and all the people that have helped me and members. Thank you.
TUSC candidate George MacDonald took 135 votes.
Well, congratulations, Danny, once again. Thank you to all the staff in the centre and also in the polling stations. I'm not going to stay long. I've got sore legs, sore eyes, sore head, and that'll be doing me for tonight.
Last but not least, the Joy of Top candidate Kit Fraser took 93 votes.
I would like to thank Susie and Rosie who drove me here tonight, and I'd like to thank my friend Graham for helping me put the posters up on the lampposts.
As all involved here in Inverness head to their beds or to a party, we wait to see how the political tangled web will unfold in London. Bobby Nelson at the general election count for the Inverness Courier.